Yo, that finish was garbage. Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. I'm your host, the King. Halloween Havoc for NXT just finished, and I got a lot to talk about here. Just a lot. Jump straight into it. It was a 6-match card. I wasn't there live, but my brother was, so I got him to get some footage. I'll put that throughout this review here. The show started out hot. I won't lie to you. I'm gonna give my overall thoughts real quick. The show started out hot with Ethan Page and El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., and then it just kind of worked its way up the totem pole, and then it just died at the end. That main event was not it at all, but we'll get to that later. Let's jump straight into Ethan Page and El Hijo del Dr. Wagner. They actually surprised me with this match. Really surprised me. I, again, thought going into this, I was like, all right, I don't really care about this match. I care about everything else but this match. But this match was fire. Ethan Page, this dude's heel work is top notch. Like I've said it before in like past NXT reviews that Ethan Page has the ability to be a Triple H style heel, and we saw it on display here. This man was out here, ripped El Hijo de Dr. Wagner's mask come halfway off his face. He was bleeding profusely. They were both wilding in this match, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. This was the match that I kind of needed from NXT. You know, normally, as when we speak WWE style matches, the violence doesn't always get to come out. You know, we don't always get to see blood and stuff like that. So getting to see it in this match from Ethan, from El Hijo, it was actually really good to see. And then, you know, Ethan Page, he did what he normally does. He took that nigga's smile, twisted grin through a table. And put that man out to pasture. So shouts out to Ethan Page. I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed it. They gave me what I wanted to see, violence, and I got it. So I love it. Now, when it came to Leon, Leon Slater and my boy Javon Evans against Mr. Iguana and Parka, this was more of a fun kind of match. You know, this wasn't like, you know, you took all the seriousness that you just had, and now you're going into a more fun style. It's like more, you went from crazy violence to flying all over the place action, but they made it fun. You know, they made it entertaining. And of course, you know, both of these dudes, they just over here are throwing Layeska back and forth on the outside of the ring, and then Parka and Iguana, they're taking advantage at every moment that they can. It was a fun match that they had. And it was the best moment of the night was as soon as you got Leon to like dive over the top of the post like he normally does. That went crazy. And then Javon dove to the outside on top of him. And then Leon hit that beautiful Swanton 450. It's just breathtaking to see every time. Like the fact that he can do that physically, just be looking crazy. I'm like, yo, how does he do it? How does he do it? Later on in the night, they pretty much put out a challenge, but I'll get to that later. But it was a really big challenge, and I'm actually fully prepared to see. They also had the funniest moment of the night that I'll talk about later as well. I'll talk about that later. But shouts out to Leon and Javon. Great tag team, by the way. Great tag team. They could go far. They can really go far in this business with that tag team. We get straight to Blake Monroe. Man, look, the glamour is truly forever when it comes to Blake. Like, I already told y'all already, when she was in AEW, her and Toni Storm were just top of the food chain. And now she's over here on NXT showing people why she was on top of the food chain. And now she's just raising her stock every time. Just her stock keeps going up. She was bound to hold a belt at some point. What better belt to hold for the first time than the North American title? Getting Zarya up out the paint. Yeah, Zarya, you know, she, of course, used Soruka against her by pretty much tripping her inadvertently. And Zarya went to go check on her and was checking on her crazy. And then she got caught lacking. Don't get caught lacking against my girl Blake Monroe, or it's GG's. It was GG's for Zarya. Zarya got up out the paint, and now Blake Monroe takes the belt off of Zarya / Sol Ruka. Yeah, we love it. We love it over here. I ain't got nothing else much to say about this match. It was a good match for Blake, not for Zarya. Zarya, you're really the weakest third person in this whole debut gimmick. Like Julia and Stephanie are like just levels above, and they got you out here just floundering around. Shame on you. Ooh, see, look. Back to back with the women getting W's right now. Blake Monroe loved it, but there's nothing I loved more than to see Tatum Paxley pack up, trash Jacy Jayne, and throw her straight into the bin. This is what I needed. I didn't need nothing else from tonight's show other than Tatum Paxley getting a win and winning the NXT Women's title. Hey, this new era we're about to enter, this dark era with Tatum Paxley on top of the women's division, I needs it. I needs to inject it into my veins. This right here is the stuff I live for. I want Tatum Paxley to hold a belt for so long. Jesus Christ. It's been a whole while before she could even hold anything, and now she can hold NXT Women's title in her hands, and it's truly hers. Normally she would have to just steal it from somebody or hold it for only a couple seconds, but now for the first time in forever, she can hold it for herself and call herself the new NXT Women's Champion. Of course, there was a lot that happened in this match with interference from the culling, interference from Fatal Influence. They even got thrown out to the by the referee to the. Them even showing back up and then getting attacked, and then there was a small little spot of what's her face, tall chick. I already forgot her name. My God, wow, her name has escaped my brain. Blonde with Tatum in the group, the culling. I forgot her name. It doesn't matter at this point, but she went in the ring with the belt, and she had the whole "I may or may not hit you with this belt" kind of look. And then when Tatum went out the way, she was going to go for Jacy, and then Jacy hit it with the rolling encore. And that's how Tatum capitalized and got the win. But they're trying to make a whole storyline thing with Tatum and wow, I just don't. It's gone. It's gone. It was there, and now it's gone. But you know her name, and that's all that matters. Okay, her name just escapes me right now. Regardless of the fact, shouts out to Tatum Paxley for getting that W. Big things are coming, all right? Big things are coming. Now, as for Jacy Jayne, you can send her to the main roster. Send her to go do something on SmackDown or Raw. Send her to do something. Again, look, she's been there long enough at this point. They can do something different. Send her over there, cause some havoc, do something different. All right? She don't need to be down here anymore. Okay. Oh, Izzy Dame. That's the name. Izzy Dame, yeah. She's gonna turn on Tatum probably like next Tuesday. My boy Jeffrey Nero Hardy. Yeah, sporting the Fiend paint. I love it. Him and my boy Matt, they pull up against DarkState. Now the problem is that they had this broken rules match, and they was willing to fight all 4 members of DarkState by themselves, 2v4. in this Broken Rules match, and I was like, okay, are these two really gonna be able to take out all 4 members of DarkState? And I ain't gonna lie, during this chaotic match, they was kind of doing it. They were real close into taking out all 4 members. It wasn't until Jeff took this gigantic risk going to the top of the ladder for the Swanton on Osiris Griffin, and unfortunately Osiris moved and Jeff crashed and burned. That was the beginning of the end for the Hardys at this point, and they got into the ring. It just kept going from bad to worse for them. Jeff tried to fight back, it just didn't help. Matt got caught up in they put him in the trio of woe and had him stuck there. Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin finished off Jeff with the Doomsday device through a table, and then DarkState regained the titles. That I won't lie. For a 2v4 match, I didn't think it was gonna be as entertaining as it was, but it was really entertaining to see. Jeff and Matt did their thing. These two, man, there's not much I can say about them as being legends. Like we already know, first battle Hall of Famers whenever the time comes. But they did a great job here. Hey, shouts out to Saquon Sugars, shouts out to Dion, shouts out to Osiris, and even shout out to Cutler. Shouts out to the whole DarkState. Y'all did y'all thing in this match. My problem, and the most hilarious spot of this entire thing, was when this match was over, they cut to Leon and Javon in the back, like, dang, that's crazy. Them boys was getting cooked. Like, it'd be crazy. Maybe we should have did something. Like, twin, like, where was y'all at? Leon Slater, that's your whole mentor sitting right there dying. Your mentor is getting cooked. Jeff Hardy's getting worked. And you was just like, bro, that's crazy, ain't it? Ain't it? That's just crazy. Like, twin, help him. Both of you. It was 2v4 out there. Go help them out. Neither here nor there. That was the most hilarious spot of the show. It was these two just talking, and they was like, all right, let's challenge DarkState for the tag team titles. Like, nigga, help them first. Christ almighty. You think you got some homies, you know what I'm saying? You think you know a guy, and then he just leaves you out there. He just leaves you out there dry. That's crazy. That's crazy. You think you got some homies out here, and this is what they do to you. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Well, we finally reached the main event of the show. Jesus Christ. The most entertaining part of this main event was Booker T glazing Trick Williams. This man Book was just on elite levels of glaze. He just could not stop glazing Trick. At every move he did, he was glazing, and then he was burying Ricky Saints. It just kept going and going and going. I need Booker T to go wherever Trick Williams is going. Like, without that connection and that synergy that they got, like, without that, it's just, I don't know. Book gotta just follow him wherever he go. But now we get to this match. This match wasn't it. It wasn't. Some of you might say it was. This match wasn't it. And especially the finish. Ricky Saints finished Trick with the tornado DDT off the rope. The finisher's dumb. It looks stupid. It looks weak. It looks trash. It looks dumb. Did I say it looked dumb already? Hey, I gotta say it again. It looks dumb, stupid, and weak. He can't do the Rochambeau because, of course, he's not the size he needs to be. But that's okay, because you could do it cheap. You could do, listen, hey, look, you can do the move cheaply by putting Trick on top of the rope, putting him on your shoulders, and just hitting the move. Hitting a tornado DDT just looks so trash. Like, when he did the Obafemi the 4 times, I was like, please don't win this way. And then he won that way. And then we did one to Trick here, just one. And Trick lost. Like, it just, no. As a matter of fact, no. No. That's not the way to win. That's just, no. His spear, it don't look impactful because, again, he's not the correct sized human being. I mean, again, I'd rather he had one off that spear they did the Trick. I'd rather he won off that than doing the tornado DDT, but, like, just either way, it's not It's just not a good look at all. They got to consult with Sean, whoever you got to consult with to get a new finisher, but it's not it, dude. And to be fair, again, that's not me hating on Ricky Saints. I don't hate Ricky Saints. I just hate that that's his finisher. Like, that's just, it's not it. It's not it at all, twin. It's not moving the needle. It's a no for me, dog. Nah, it's a no for me. Nonetheless, Ricky Saints wins and he retains his NXT championship against Trick Williams. What does this mean for Trick Williams going forward? Well, I mean, hey, he might end up going to SmackDown or Raw, depending on whatever happens in the future. But as of right now, it's up in the air on where he's going. As long as Booker T follows him, that's all that matters to me. And that was NXT Halloween Havoc. Again, I like the show, except for that ending of the show. The ending just, my God, just, what was that? Come on, y'all. Y'all can do better. Do better. Please, do better. Thank you, guys. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of the NXT Halloween Havoc tonight. I will be again throwing some more clips and stuff like that in the video, and I'll probably throw some of them in the shorts section. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share as always, and I will see you guys here in the MVP's Lounge next time. Peace. That move was garbage.
Damn! He ain't gonna be a
MVPs.